So I do all the work and my brother gets all the glory. No, that's just a joke. We're good partners and it works out well. I graduated from SMU Law School about 20 years ago, and I had a wonderful job in downtown Dallas with a very good law firm, making very good money. And I gave it all up so I could live this lifestyle. I lived in Abilene. I moved from Dallas to Abilene, and I worked for a very good law firm, the McMahon Law Firm. I was a partner there. And one day I walked into the senior partner's office and I said, I'm going to resign so I can coach Little League Baseball. And that's a true story. And the other part of that is that I wanted to ranch and I wanted to spend more time in Throckmorton. And so if you know anything about the practice of law at a big firm, you know it's a 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. And I gave that up for my children and my wife, and I gave that up to be closer to the ranch.
My day job is commercial real estate. I've been in commercial real estate in Dallas-Fort Worth since 2001, which was Stream Realty, and then in 2011 started my own company, Silver Oak Commercial. We're a full-line commercial real estate firm. We also do farm and ranch in West Texas area. And then my brother and I started a partnership with our mom after our grandmother died in 2001. Our great-great-grandfather, E.P. Davis, came over from Denton County into Throckmorton County in the late 1800s, and that kind of started the ball rolling with the Davis family in Throckmorton County. So that's kind of why we're attracted. And the other reason is when Glen and I grew up in Abilene, we used to come over to Throckmorton all the time. So that was special times with my grandfather and grandmother.
When my grandmother died 25 years ago, we had no idea how we were going to pay for our ranch. All I knew is that we weren't going to lose it. And I called this guy and he answered the phone. I'll never forget, his name is Matt James. And I said, Matt, I want to buy my family's ranch. And he said, well, where is it? And I gave him directions, and the next day he was in Throckmorton, Texas on a dirt road trying to find our ranch. And he said, is this an easement? And I said, I sure to God hope so, you know, to make sure we can get that loan. And we got the loan. And that began a 25-year beautiful relationship with a lending institution that has financed our land transactions, that has financed our line of credit for cattle, that has financed our oil and gas when we had bought out family members of their oil and gas mineral interest. And whether it's been Matt James or it's been Kyle Phelan or Ross Vincent, I truly value my relationship with my partners at AgTrust Lending.
I just think it's like I tell my kids, you look at outside the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, how much it's growing north, south, east, and west. Well, we're out west out here, and they're not building any more land. So we just feel like it's Throckmorton is a valuable place because it's something that's near and dear to our heart, but also we just feel like land's going to be something that's going to appreciate. It's the only asset really since 2001 that's appreciated every year in value. Whether the stock market's up and down or whatever, it's been a consistent appreciation in value since we first started buying land in 2001. You know, it's what we tell our children is this can be here for generations to come, or there's no telling what will happen 53 years from now. Metroplex may move all the way west. We just don't know.
I told my wife one weekend, I said, I know how a bird dog feels that gets to hunt quail. It's just in my genetics to be on the ranch and to be working cows, to be guiding hunts, to be grubbing brush, and it's truly my happiness in this life, and I feel very strongly about it.